800-709-4395, 800-709-4395, 800-709-4395, 800-709-4395.
You may not feel the wind blowing strong, or hear the hail pounding down upon this little town, but she left a path. She may not be tearing up the old plank boards, knocking down the bricks or busting doors, but she's twisting round this little town. Little Miss Twister, take cover from her twisted charm. You can't stop her. With the damage done, you're a lucky one if you miss her. Little Miss Twister, like a lightning fast turning funnel, to try to pull you into a funhouse tunnel. So you better run and you better hide, or you'll end up like one of the others, like a storm chaser who didn't run for cover from a twisted. You get tossed around, Little Miss Twister. Take cover from her twisted charm. You can't stop her. With the damage done, you're a lucky one if you miss her. Little Miss Twister. Then a lightning strikes and she begins to squall. Get underground or you will fall. She blazes through this town like a savage storm. She was raised the preacher's firstborn. Walk in my shoes and take your time. Go on and feel my pain and enjoy the good times. No, I don't mind. I've had some good climbs, my share of downhills, some twirls on the dance floor, and some trips and some spills. It was all part of the thrill. Don't go wishing you were living someone else's dreams, 'cause you're missing living your own make-believe. that made me who I am, made me who I am today. Don't go wishing you were living someone else's dreams, 'cause you're missing living your own make-believe. So go on, walk in my shoes, just keep it your own groove. Yeah, yeah, your own groove. Oh, take it away, boys. Don't go wishing you were living someone else's dream, 'cause you're missing living your own make-believe. So go on and on and on, walk in my shoes, just give it your own groove. Oh, your own groove. I could test my heart to the unknown. If I could dance to a never-ending song, if I could glance at what the future holds, I would. If I could drink my nerve to talk to you, if I could think I've nothing left to lose, if I could blink these fears inside away, I would. If I could, I would run to you, I would find a way, I would kiss your lips, and I would stay. I would love you, I would feed your soul, I would let you in, and I would give my all to you if I could. If I could take your kiss and every breath, if I could waste the day with you in bed, if I could place my heart into your hands, I would. If I could, I would run to you, I would find a way, I would kiss your lips, and I would stay. I would love you, I would feed your soul, I would let you in, and I would give my all to you to me, I would make you tremble to your knees. I would, I would run to you. I would find a way. I would kiss your lips, and I would stay with all of you. I would feed your soul. I would let you in, and I would give my all to you if I could. Oh, if I could. I'm hiding in the back of this bar, in a dark corner with my guitar, feeling the blues dragging me down to a lonely, cold bit of ground. Or maybe I've gone crazy. Well, if crazy is a place where I'm missing you, where I miss kissing you, then I've gone crazy. Yeah. Well, if crazy is a place where I can still hold you, where I can still love you, then I've gone crazy. Yeah, yeah. You're gone, and I've gone crazy. My blurred vision has me confused. I can't tell if it's the tears or the blues. I'm drinking my heartache away. It paints a smile on all those who say that maybe I've gone crazy. Well, if crazy is a place where I'm missing you, where I miss kissing you, then I've gone crazy. Yeah, yeah. Well, if crazy is a place where I can still hold you, where I can still love you, and I've gone crazy. Yeah, yeah. You're gone, I've gone crazy. Not sure how many shots I can take. Captain Morgan's calling me by name. Bartender, maybe one last shot will run. The captain's cute and I'm growing up. Or maybe I've gone crazy. Yeah. Well, if crazy is a place, I'm missing you. told you I can still love you, and I've gone crazy. Yeah. You're gone, I've gone crazy. You're gone, I've gone crazy. You're always on the couch, smoking cigarettes. When I walk in the door, I've had another long day, my feet are sore, but I gotta pay the rent. 'Cause you damn sure ain't been blessed with a paying job today. You just sit there in your selfish way, as if I was a nobody, baby. Just a nobody, baby. Stop looking right through me. Take a look at the new me. This is somebody, baby. You're lying in our bed, watching reality TV. When I walk in the door, I'm ready for some love and more. Sip in bed close to you. I can't believe you'd rather watch the tube than make sweet love to me. Do I only exist in your dreams? As if I was a nobody, baby. Just a nobody, baby. Stop looking right through me. Take a look at the new me. This is somebody, baby. The house is empty tonight, and the cloud of smoke has cleared. 'Cause I've changed the locks on every door. I won't be invisible anymore. As if I was a nobody, baby. Just a nobody, baby. Stop looking right through me. Take a look at the new me. 'Cause I'm somebody, baby. Baby. I'm somebody. I'm somebody. I'm somebody, baby. Baby. Hair's all done up, tight jeans, rocking shirt, favorite scarf, and your girl's got you loosened up. Your sexy heels on, ruby wrist, strappy lace, wearing your game face, turn the music up. It's time to rock, girl. So get gone, girl. Get your go, 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 girl. from a chair, girl. So get your go, 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 girl. Go, go, go. Yeah, go, girl. It's time to move on. Can't get nothing done if you're watching all the fun from a bar stool. There's something wrong if you're wasting time watching the world dance around you. It's time to rock.
Hey, hey. Good morning, Johnson County, Texas. I'm Tiffany Carlin with Nona Reed. Good morning, Nona.
Morning.
Here on JoCo Vibes. We're just a little bit of we started out with music. It was just things happen and got to take care of some business. And so it's easier to just spin some music for you while we get our business done in the background, because that's what happens when you own the station.
That's right.
You got business to do. So good morning. It is an absolutely stunning day here in Johnson County, Texas. Would you agree?
Yes.
I mean, it's beautiful. I was super happy to wake up to temperatures in the 50s again, and we're just going to be a wee bit high in the 72, 73, somewhere around there.
73, yeah.
I'm going to say that's a beautiful day in Texas.
Oh, yeah.
Like back to normal.
I debated on what to wear.
I wasn't ready for the 90-degree weather yesterday at all.
Yeah, it got a little too warm.
Yeah.
Especially when I had to walk from Texas Tires.
Well, you could have waited 2 more minutes for me to respond.
I'm just giving you a hard time.
or call me next time instead of expecting me to see my text
I know.
messages.
You know,
I was in a zone.
I needed to walk. It was good.
It's really not a bad walk.
No, good God. And I had tennis shoes on.
Well, and you had a nail in your tire because you went out and checked on, after the tornadoes, you went and checked around and you had heard someone was trapped in a car, isn't it?
Right. And it was close to our area, so we went and looked. And
which is why we were not live yesterday, and that's because you had a nail in your tire.
Yeah,
and
when
you
we
guys
got
were
back
up
home
late.
last night, or the night before,
Yeah,
and my kids are helping me look, and I'm like,
that was a doozy.
Yeah, and then my son, I can't remember which one of them. If I say one or the other, they'll say, it was me. One of them found the nail.
So did Jesse sleep through the tornado?
No, we woke him up but we really didn't do anything.
Yeah,
which it hit very close to us, too close for comfort.
It was just down.
It was about a mile down.
2 miles down from. Well, is that a mile? Is it 2 miles from? Is it 2 miles from?
Maybe about 2 miles from
Renfro Eats to 917. That's about a mile and a half, 2 miles.
Yeah,
it's 2 miles, I think. So
Renfro
that was enough for us.
Eats get hit.
No, but I'm just giving. I'm like from off of 528 to that area. So yeah, that was close enough for me. And I think that's the closest one. I don't want to say since I lived here, but I'm going to say since I lived back here in Burleson, as we had a couple close ones in Lubbock, and I had that one that hit downtown Fort Worth years ago.
Yes. I had a friend that was still working downtown when it hit.
That was before.
And it hit their house area in Arlington at that time too. It went straight from Fort Worth to Arlington and hit that area.
Yeah, I was living in an apartment up off of Hewlin, and I lived on the second level. And so I would always get paranoid and call, Robbie, my brother-in-law, and my sister, obviously. And I'd be like, okay, do I need to take cover? What do I do? And he's like, it's not going to come near. He's always, talks you down off the ledge and is just really calm like that. And so
good fireman.
I was like, okay, but I still grabbed my dog and I went downstairs to my friend's apartment. I was like, I'm going to go downstairs anyway. I just feel like that'd be a safer place. And so the other night when it happened, I'm like, all right, Maverick came running in and he goes, tornado warning. And I'm like, okay. And it was just going off on my phone. And Todd's like, it's fine. And he's laying in bed. And then all of a sudden my phone dings and it's Robbie. And he goes, just ever so calmly, so are you guys taking cover? I'm like, I guess
that was my mom.
I'm like, I guess I am now because you called. And
if you called, then it means, I know when my mom says, are you watching the weather?
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am, I am.
We're
And
watching
we
it
are
now.
we're getting in mode right now.
I'll tell you more about the tornado here when we come back in just a minute here on JoCo Vibes.
I'm somebody, baby.
Abnormal realities.
I love my mom.
Yep. She sent me a message.
My mom did?
Yeah, Wednesday night. And she invited me over tomorrow night to watch Titanic and share a bowl of popcorn. And I accepted.
You did?
Yep.
That'd be fun.
And she calls it Chaps Only Night. Every Saturday night.
Look.
Miss Dixie,
Look,
how you doing? He said, it's my mom, bro. All right, it's my mom.
I want to hear the answer to the Titanic and popcorn. Go ahead, Mom. What's up?
Oh!
Hi, boys.
Hi,
I just
Mom.
wanted to ask Rocky if he wanted butter on that popcorn or not.
Oh,
I
my
would rather
God.
have the butter somewhere else, but if popcorn's the only place I can have it, I'll take it.
Jeez,
Hey,
dude.
nobody says I can't roll around in it for a little bit.
All right, Mom.
That is my
Love you.
girl. I love you,
Mom.
Dixie.
Abnormal realities
My mom. Love you.
Dixie.
Bye. I love you too.
with Ron and Rocky. Weekdays, 4 p.m. and 10 p.m. on JoCo Community Radio.
Holy crap.
Hey, there's something you forgot to do. It sure is hot. Are you sweating like a dog? Wait, what? Dogs don't sweat. Oh no, you forgot to get your window tinted. Whether it's the kitchen window that sits in the sun for the hottest part of the day, or you just got new wheels, call Sharp Window Tinting in Burleson. 817-615-9379, or look them up on the web, sharpwindowtint.com.
Fast Track Student Loans can get your student loans out of default, stop any wage garnishments, stop collection calls, and stop seizure of your tax refund. Give yourself a break. Stop the stress and get your student loan payments down to as little as $25 a month based on what you can afford to pay. 800-709-4395, 800-709-4395, 800-709-4395, 800-709-4395.
Welcome back, everybody, to the second half of JoCo Vibes here on JoCo Community Radio. JoCo Community Radio is proud to be the voice of Johnson County, Texas, and is live 365 on the TuneIn Radio Network. To listen or watch, simply go to tuneinjoco.com to choose where and how. The JoCo Community Radio app is now available free on Android and Apple devices. Simply search your store, check out our lineup and more on JoCoCommunityRadio.com. This episode and more brought to you by Patriot Claims, making your insurance work for you. Storms happen, hail happens, wind happens, as we all experienced just the other night. You've got to have someone ready to fight for you. That's right. With your own insurance company, because 99% of the time they do not want to pay the full amount of the claim in order to fix your, let's just go with roof, okay? We'll just talk roofs. So reach out to your local Texas sales representative, the one and only Nona Reed. Get her in your corner before the next storm hits. Call 844-TEX-HAIL. That's 844-839-4245. And she'll put the gloves on.
A lot of people are confused to what a roofer does to what we do. A roofer fixes your roof and they can't fight your insurance company. So please keep that in mind. If you're having issues with your insurance company, that's where we need to step in and help you out.
Yeah.
So just
And it's a public adjuster. They're going to
Right.
come out. They're a public
Mhm.
adjuster, which means the first adjuster that comes out is hired by your
for
insurance company.
adjuster, correct?
And your insurance company's adjuster is going to do what's best for the
The
insurance company.
Yes.
So you got to have someone ready who's going to advocate for you.
Correct.
You know, it's
So-
like being in a legal battle.
Right.
The other
Public
attorney.
adjusters can act as a lawyer up to a certain point.
Well,
Well,
that's not Well,
Yeah.
I just mean,
in the insurance world, they
Yeah.
they
Yeah.
take control.
Yeah.
Once you have hired them, they take control. They talk to the insurance company.
I was just going to say
And
that
so,
if you're in a lawsuit, the opposing attorney is not going to do its best for you.
no,
You have to have your own
that is
attorney.
true also.
So that's what I'm saying. It's the same.
Right.
I'm just using it in the same, defense
Yes.
category.
Yes, got it.
Hey, let's dive in before we talk a little bit more about the tornado, and pray that everybody's okay. Pray that there wasn't too much damage to any one person's property. Pray for anybody who has had any injuries, and I do believe that there's been a couple.
Yeah, I think so.
So just prayers to all of those people. And I know that Johnson County Emergency Management has been kicking some serious butt to take care of everyone. And so we're going to show you how to get in touch with them. Should you be in need, Red Cross is out at their location, at their offices, and ready to help you too. So we'll share more information on that here in just a second. All right. So the word of the week, since we weren't live yesterday, we're going to start today with the word of the week is rhythm. Learn the unforced rhythms of grace. I won't lay anything heavy or ill-fitting on you. Keep company with me, and you'll learn to live freely and lightly. It's Matthew 11:30, the Message. Reminder: we're not a Christian radio station, but I'm a Christian, so these are one of the things that I do
Me
talk
too.
about in the morning. So,
Right.
so the focus tip for the word of the week. Again, the word of the week is rhythm. The focus tip is this week. When focusing on rhythm, ask God to help you set the perfect cadence, one that will give you peace and abundance. I'm going to read that again because
Yes.
I even though I have readers on, I didn't read it properly. This week, when focusing on rhythm, ask God to help you set the perfect cadence, one that will give you peace and abundance. I'll tell you that
That's
word.
a really good one.
That word peace right there
Right.
is it's a recurring word. I shared my my Daily Calm. If you don't have the Daily Calm app, highly suggest at least giving it a free trial. I believe I think you could do a 7-day free trial. They used to do a month, but I don't think it's a month anymore. But you can do a 7-day free trial and check it out. And so you get a Daily Calm every morning, and yesterday's, which I'm trying to get to so I can read it to you, and then I'll read you today's too, because even
Was this it?
even today's. Oh, you got to my page faster than I did. I was
Well,
trying.
I just
Um,
just happened to.
peace. It does not mean to be in a place where there is no noise, trouble, or hard work. It means to be in the midst of those things and still be calm in your heart. And the quote is by someone unknown. But man, that's powerful. I'm going to read it again. Peace. It does not mean to be in a place where there is no noise, trouble, or hard work. It means to be in the midst of those things and still be calm in your heart. So I posted this on my Facebook page, and I did talk about some specific things. And it's a public post. I don't hide my posts because I don't have anything to hide. So if you want to go look at it, you can go look at it. But it is something I'm experiencing on the regular right now, and that has to do with where I am, mind, body, and soul, and on my own personal journey, health wise, mental health wise, spiritually. And this is a great place to be. And it just means, in one aspect of going through a tornado, of which I hate, by the way, I am absolutely terrified of tornadoes. They're terrifying. I mean, even if you didn't grow up around it, and I did not grow up around it, grew up on the East Coast, and so I lived in Florida, and so I've lived through hurricanes.
Right.
And we've had this discussion. I think we've talked about it on air even.
Yes.
I know Tanya and I even talked about it when we were on the morning show
Before we went
together.
through the hurricane.
Yeah, which by the way, I miss Tanya, and she's trying to come back to do the morning show. It's just her schedule is so crazy, which, you know what? That's a good thing.
Right.
Because she's busy with her real estate business. So I'm really happy for her. Anyway, but it's something we talked about, and I've talked about other people. Tornado or hurricane, which one? And I've actually had friends here go, "Oh, tornado all the way."
Well, I said that
Yes,
on the
you did.
air. And
Until-
then we went through the hurricane. I was like, now I understand
okay,
why you said that.
right. Well, okay, so we went through the hurricane in
Mhm.
Mexico together.
Yes.
I wasn't even thinking about that part of it. But the thing about it was that I said it to you then, and then I think I said it
Yes.
to you even when I went to New Orleans to be with to take care of my dad,
Uh-huh.
to help him heal, and then I brought them through that hurricane, this most recent one, and you asked me, and then other people have asked me, well, why would you rather go through a hurricane? And I'm like, because you get a warning,
Right.
like sometimes a week.
Yeah.
So if it's going to come in really bad, and that's kind of and
Right.
that's a standard thing when you've grown up in them, is people will still wait and see, okay, is it going to stay a category 5? Do I really need to pack up the house and leave?
Nah, let's test the waters for a little.
Oh,
Oh.
sorry. I forgot to mute my phone this morning. Somebody named Benny Watson, and I don't know who that is.
I'm sure that's a spam likely. They're all starting
I
to come
know.
in as named phone numbers.
Anyway, so
Like that's gonna make a difference.
if you have a choice whether to leave a hurricane and race towards a tornado, I say to you,
We'll stay with the hurricane.
stay with the hurricane. Okay. And
That's a great one.
I mean,
Here's your choice.
hurricane.
Tornado.
Now, granted, there's things that come into play with that too. Like, do you live on a beach and hurricanes coming in at a category 3 or higher?
Yeah, you probably
You need
should
to leave. You need to leave. But hurricanes do spawn tornadoes. I'm just saying.
Yes.
So, I mean, there's like a twofold. But the point is that you have days of warnings.
Yes.
And when a tornado's coming, you don't have any warning. You know, okay, there's thunderstorms and a threat of tornadoes. You're like, okay, got to be ready. Let's make sure everything's in, the safe closet or your safety vessel, wherever it is that you go. I have a horrible place in our house. I don't really have a center because the house is a horseshoe.
We don't really either.
I just really don't have, I don't know where we should be, but Maverick's closet seems like the safest because it's got the most inside inner walls.
I agree.
So that's where we were. Now, since we did the construction, though, I noticed that when we went in there this time, because we changed the entryway into his room, the closet's smaller.
Oh, no.
And we had one extra person because
Oh.
Deb was here. So, and Maverick's closet was, I'm like, this is why you need to clean
Keep your closet
closet
clean.
Yeah. I'm like, we can't even fit here.
It's our only interior area.
I'm like, this is it.
Throw it all on your bed now.
Yeah. Well, I think even more, it's going to promote us to do our other room that we're doing.
Yeah.
And with the wine room and all that stuff now. So we can just get.
Yeah. I remember y'all talking about that room.
Yeah.
So my daughter was so cute, so pretty, I should say. So we're sitting there and we were watching TV and Dad had already gone to sleep. And I'm watching outside and it's just this beautiful lightning show.
It was beautiful.
And I'm just sitting there looking at it going, that's pretty, but pretty usually brings madness.
Yep.
And I'm sitting there and Haley's alarm thing goes off and she looks and she goes, oh, it's just severe warning, weather warning. And then I was like, just a severe weather warning. And about that time, mine went off. And I looked down at it and I said, just a severe? How about a tornado warning, Haley? That means we should be taking cover, honey. Oh. And about that time, my mom's like, are y'all looking at the weather? Yes, Mom, we are. We're on it right now.
We are now.
And so,
well, did you not get the ding? Did your phone not go off?
That's
with the
what
warning?
Dinged.
Oh, okay.
But that's when all of a sudden it literally went from the just lightning to Haley seeing some strikes on the ground to it starting to rain and wind blowing like crazy. We definitely had the tell of a lot of it. We were only about 1.5 miles, 2 miles down from 917. So it it literally almost just took 917 all the way down to 35.
Yeah.
And so, I mean, it just like drove that road.
Well, it crossed over 35
Yes.
and then was moving up past my house.
Mhm.
And yeah. So,
Yeah.
and like I said, I always get confused, where
Where
a 917
917 is.
until,
Because
like
it is kind of an odd on our end. It does
it's just the way it twists and turns, and then I get confused. I'm like, oh,
Mhm.
wait a minute, that's on the other side of
Right.
35. And I forget
Yeah.
that until I drive it
Yeah.
from the burger, let's say the burger barn.
Burger barn. Yeah.
But coming back the back way from your house, and that's always. Is that
yeah. What?
who's here?
Oh, Ron.
Oh,
Ron came and saw us.
oh, does he want to come in?
Come in? Yeah,
We're talking tornadoes, Ron.
Come on in, Ron.
Talking the tornado. Yeah. Just fun stuff. Anyway,
Just talking how sweet my daughter is and pretty she is, because she is like, oh, it's just weather severe.
it's just a thunderstorm.
Do your dogs panic when it gets crappy outside?
No, I had to wake.
Great.
I had to wake. Well, Stella was sleeping with Maximus, so they were already asleep, and there's like a massive fan in his room, so
Yeah.
serious noise and everything. They had no clue until we woke them up, and then he picked the dog up, and
I have one dog that completely loses it.
Really?
Oh yeah, at the very first sign of thunder, completely loses it. Shaking, breathing hard, heavy.
I was afraid
hiding in the closet.
Our baby was going to go into labor because we have a pregnant dog that's due any
Wow.
second. Really, honestly, I could come home and there could be dogs.
But we have another dog that's completely deaf. Doesn't even know anything.
Doesn't hear any of it.
He's like looking at the other dog,
like, great.
What is
wrong
your
with
problem? Like go to sleep. Facial expressions make it all, but dogs
Yeah.
what is up with you, psycho?
Why are you running around like
was there
crazy?
any damage?
No, we're good. I mean, we took
not on our land.
We took videos, and I mean, because the house is a horseshoe, and the pool is in that horseshoe, so that in there just gets slammed.
Yeah.
And so, I mean, we got hail,
water in.
I had to brush. I had to broom the all of the drains around the patio. It's just a weird slope. The idiots who put this pool in sloped a little too much to the house, and even though it's coming to the drains, but it pushed the hail and then leaves and stuff, so the drains were clogging, and so including the French drain.
Yeah.
Everything was built up around the French drain, and so I had to get out there, clean that off, and then broom water into the pool, which it never should have been collecting like that, even though it came hard and fast. The pool wasn't up to the top.
Yeah.
We've experienced that. I mean, we've
overflow.
Oh yeah. We went through that. A few years back, and we had those hardcore colossal downpours. Do you remember those?
Yeah, I do.
Well, whatever one it was, even last year, it washed out a part of our retaining wall back there, which is it's still on the grass.
Yeah.
So we're waiting to repair that too. So that's what happens, folks, when your neighbors put up buildings out in the county, and where you're not required, to follow certain things, and they don't think about water flow, and so they don't put in water. They don't put in their own French drains that they should. So after that happens, water comes barreling, into your yard and ruins it. So it happened to us with our back neighbor did it, and it's the former neighbor.
Yeah.
And then our next door neighbor, which was the former neighbor. So it's neither one of their faults, but so yeah. So now we got to fix that whole problem and blah, blah. Welcome to home ownership. It's been nothing but that for 22 years. And anybody else who owns a home understands, like everybody's like, I'm buying my first home. I'm like, you're now responsible for everything.
Yep.
I will say a lot of the damage, and I'm not gonna say that there weren't houses and stuff affected, because there was, but a big portion of the damage on 917 that I'm seeing is trees.
Some trees down.
Yeah, it was a huge amount of trees, and then some brie. So maybe someone's little
brie or debris.
Debris,
because brie is
Brie.
cheese.
Shh. Debris.
Is there a lot of brie?
We could have had some cheese that
We
night.
had cheese out there too. Would you
It was
stop?
a cheesy night on 917. I wonder what
But
that was like
bump.
driving into.
Smelt a little bad.
They like pull
Smell like
back
feet.
the melted brie to see what
Yeah.
was on the other side. Yum.
So there was a lot of debris.
Mhm.
Hey, look,
I was
two
about
letters
to
make a
actu-
difference.
I was actually about to correct myself because I heard what I said, and she got to me. She got to
Sorry.
me fast. So there were some like chicken coops probably that may have.
Yeah,
Got
I
it,
know it
but-
turned over a bunch of trailers down in that area. yeah.
So there was one house that a tree had fell on.
Mhm.
That I could see. A lot of these the houses are further back. On 917, but what I was seeing, it was a lot of trees. As a matter of fact, I ran into a tree that was still on the road the night that I got the nail
When
in
you
my
say
tire.
that you
too.
ran into it, I get the impression that you actually hit it. So I'm just
Well, I hit
you to
a couple of
clarify.
branches. I did because we were
Oh, okay.
going slow because we didn't know what would be in the road. There was no electricity. We're trying to get out to help, and Haley saw it just in time for me to be able to swerve,
Mhm.
but I did hit some of the branches. It didn't do any damage. It may have scratched a little, but Dalton didn't see any scratches when he looked. But then I ended up with a nail in my tire.
Nice. Not good.
So
but
EF2, we had an EF2.
yes, it
Max
was an
winds of
EF2.
112 miles per hour. So it's not.
And you know what? In this area, and I hadn't watched them before, but the last two storms we've had, I've gone out and watched the live feed from Texas Storm Chasers.
Uh-huh.
Holy crap, these guys are good.
right?
Oh yeah,
They've got people in cars everywhere. And then this one guy sitting in this control room with all these freaking monitors everywhere. And he's down in the bottom corner and they're showing the radar and he's just reading it off. And he's like, okay, if you're here, go, duck and cover. Okay. The
Mhm.
winds are this here.
Isn't
It
that-
shows it here,
yeah.
debris, and he was going at it. This guy was these guys are pretty good.
They're
Yeah.
really good.
I think it's really cool and interesting too.
Well,
I mean,
just the science of it is really interesting, but the technology that has evolved
Yes.
over the
Mhm.
Yeah.
years for weather radars like this is intense. And I'm even looking at it. I'm on the Johnson County Emergency Management Facebook page, and if you're not following them, you should be.
Right.
Just look for search Johnson County Emergency Management on Facebook if that's where you're listening from right now.
mhm.
They also have a website as well. Go to JohnsonCountyTX.org, and then you can just easiest way search it in their search bar right there for emergency management, and it will take you to that area of their website. And we really do have such a great response.
And Texas Storm Chasers too has
Yeah. TexasStormChasers.com.
Yes,
Mhm.
they're
They
it's
actually
crazy.
have a YouTube channel, which is where they broadcast.
They have
from.
an app.
Yeah, they have an app.
I follow. I
Mhm.
have the app too. But if you are in need, if you've got injuries, if you don't have any water, if you don't have any of that, the Red Cross is set up. They will actually be back out at the Johnson County Emergency Management office starting in 7 minutes, 10 a.m. Central Time, and then they'll have crews out in the community as well checking on you. So crazy. Jamie, who heads the emergency management response team, is absolutely amazing.
Mhm.
When he posted last night, he'd been up for nearly 36 hours straight because of the storms, because of the assessment and everything else that they were doing. So just a shout out to Jamie with Johnson County Emergency Management. He really does a great job with his entire team of taking care of people. So, if you haven't yet looked, you want to check for missing shingles on your roof, damaged gutters, roof damage, broken windows, downed power lines. I think everybody should have come across that type of stuff
Oh,
so
yeah,
far.
we had no fewer than 3 roofers knock on our door.
Oh my
Yes.
gosh, really?
Yep.
Oh, they were out and about. Because when I went back out yesterday
I mean, God
in my
bless
husband's
them.
truck,
I do.
trying to get another nail.
I love it. They gotta do business. Personally, I'm
Yeah.
a big fan of Lone Star Roofing right here in Johnson County, right here in Burleson. Derek Scheller is the owner of that, and
Right.
I don't have any problem pubbing him because he's a great guy and it's a great business and they haven't knocked on my door.
Yeah, but
So-
these are also, usually roofers that are not from
The
this
area.
Yeah.
That's correct.
That's
correct.
That's what
All
they
just
do.
looking to for a way to make insurance pay for you a new roof. So
Mhm.
Well, which is, and let me tell you guys, God bless them for doing that because a lot of people don't know the process.
Right.
And
And you pay for it.
and never pay up front completely.
Yes,
Yes.
that's the biggest
Never
thing.
pay up front completely for
Do-
your roof.
Don't pay anything.
Right. Until the job's done.
Do not pay anything. They should be able to have that surplus. And definitely don't, even if they say, well, I can work with your insurance company. I need this down payment. No. Please no. You know how many times I've talked to women, especially older women, that they ended up giving all their insurance money to the roofer and then the roofer skipped out of
Disappears,
town.
yeah.
Don't, guys, please.
Happens all the time.
Yes.
Happens all the
well,
time.
and anytime the
There
storm
are
and stuff comes
fly-by-night
up like
roofers,
that,
but
always
there's
check
good roofers.
always check on your family.
Right.
Yeah.
Because unless the cellular network goes down, text your parents, text
Right.
your brothers, your sisters, your family members. Make sure that they're okay. I mean, we had people sitting in, our pantry is where
Uh-huh.
everybody goes when the storm comes. So we had people in the pantry. My mom was down the street in hers, So just check on your family. I mean, these things like
Yeah.
this one the other day popped up. It hammered us hard and then was just gone.
It was
Yeah.
fast.
Welcome to
Well, and then
Texas.
it hit
Yeah.
us hard, but then I have a cousin in Alvarado and it was hitting right there.
Yeah.
And I called her and she didn't answer. I text her, she didn't answer. I text her, she didn't answer. And I was like, God, I hope she's undercover. And finally I called again and she's like, we are in cover. I was like, oh my God, that's all I wanted to know. Okay, call me back later. So yeah. And then my aunt, we live on pretty much the same land. And so we're checking on her and we were like, we should have known nothing was going to happen. Our cats were like Luna, our little black cat. She's just looking at the window. Oh, cool. And then my aunt's cat, which was my grandmother's, she says, here I am in the hallway, the hallway. Cause that's really the only interior for her. And she's like, and Smokey's still sitting on the chair, just chilling out. So I should have known nothing really was going to happen because she was so calm.
Well, Maverick was like, we should really pull a mattress in here. That's the safest way. I'm like, I
I'm
don't
like,
know where you
I
think
don't
you're
know
going to
where
get a
you're gonna
mattress
get a
in this
mattress.
closet, but it's a great idea. And you are right. Like, so if you were
Yeah.
to get into a tub,
Yeah.
Yes.
that's what you want to do is pull a mattress on top of you.
Right.
Because it does help keep
The
from-
debris,
from
yeah.
debris falling in or brie. It depends on what you're
Debris.
looking. Hey,
We can just have a big old party.
there sure is a lot of brie floating around out there, guys. It's a cheesy night. I'm sorry. I can't now. It just changes the whole. We need to do a whole show on words that change just by missing one syllable.
That's right.
So, all right. So do you worry if you get in your pantry, do you worry about what's above you on the
No,
shelves?
it's a stair. No.
Oh,
no.
you're getting underneath,
It's
like an
under our
underneath.
stairwell. Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
And
So-
that room is built as a storm shelter.
Yeah. See, that's
So,
what we
yeah.
were saying. I don't know if you were listening earlier, but I don't have one. But that's something that we're adding.
Mhm.
We're going to get one of those ones you can walk into that bolts into the cement.
We've talked
Oh,
about
yeah.
that when we
Yeah.
built.
You've seen those that they put in the garage floor.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
But I already have a garage. Well, I mean,
I-
we're going with the way that we're with something new that we're constructing and closing off one of our patios. It's going to be
Right.
cool. So
very nice.
nobody will know it's there unless you've been in my house. So anyway, all right, guys, have an amazing Wednesday. Go out, be kind, and we'll see you back here tomorrow morning on JoCo Vibes.
From Burleson to Venus and Grandview to Godley, this is the voice of Johnson County, JoCo Community Radio.
If you are trying to quit drinking or doing too